What up, NFTers? NFT Tones here today, and today we're taking a look at our planet. Remember to stay to the end of the video so you can learn how to convert your in-game tokens into wax. That's right, you can turn your in-game tokens from this game into currency that you can use to buy for other drops. Please remember that I'm not a financial advisor and that none of this is financial advice. Please do your own research. So, scrolling down here, we have the four basic elements are wind, water, fire, and earth. By combining them in the generator, you'll create something new. Basically, what you want to do is to attempt to create new elements and then use those new elements to create more new elements. And basically, if you were the first to create these elements, you were the inventor and you got a wax prize. But also on top of that, you got an NFT. However, they have now changed that. And so basically, anyone who creates the element after it's invented for a 24-hour period will be entered into a raffle. And 600 people will win that raffle. And so basically, if we scroll back down over here, we'll see that these people that are entered into the raffle have a chance of winning commons, uncommons, rares, epics, legendaries, and mythics. And this is important because all these NFTs stake for Aether. And this Aether is what you use to buy these elements. So you need Aether to buy elements. And what's cool about this is you don't have to just stake our planet stuff. You can actually stake other NFT collections. So now I'm going to show you guys. If we go to the Atomic Hub and go to market, type in our planet. Make sure you guys always have only whitelisted NFTs on, especially if you're trying to not get scammed. And you can see here that these money bags mean that these items are hot. So we go into lands 2, we can see that they're 390. Oh, well, let's go by lowest. They're about $364 to $368, and they are about $370 afterwards, and then almost $400. If we go to elements, these are also hot sellers, and they are also stakeable, and they're selling at about $9. Now, all these elements, depending on the rarity, if we look here, legendaries are a lot more compared to the commons, and that's because they stake for different values. So if we go to rigs, right, this is generally what I buy because they're cheaper and they give a steady income, just like the elements. Except if you're staking other NFTs, those can vary the amount of Aether they receive or they give you. So it's better to look into the actual Our Planet NFTs instead of going out and buying from various collections. What's good is if you previously owned those collections, then you can use those NFTs and stake them to earn Aether passively. So I'm going to go here and just buy one of these, maybe two, and then we are going to go to our planet, and this is what the homepage looks like. So my cards are not going to load up once it realizes that they're here and I just bought new cards, but this is what the homepage looks like. So after you get your cards, right, it might not always work. So you go to the settings button, top right, and then go to staking. Over here, we can find all this information right here, all the different NFTs that are stakeable. All these different collections can be staked into the Our Planet game, and they give you Aether, which is really, really awesome. So now I'm going to claim my Aether, and now we have claimed this Aether. So I have 7.8 million Aether, and there's a lot you can do with Aether, or quite a bit of few things you can do with Aether. So first thing I'm going to do is go to the lab and show you that I already have some elements purchased from before. And see, this is what I mean. Within 24 hours, people have 16 hours left to make this, and it costs a crap ton. So as you can see, there were 738 tickets already made. So people have already made this 738 times, and now they will be entered into a raffle. So back to the shop, because this is where we go to spend our Aether to get elements. So we're going to buy 5 or 6 of each. 5 of each, I guess. And now this is what pops up. You got to approve the transaction for each of these. And you can see my Aether is being depleted, which is fine, because I have plenty of it anyway. And now we will go to the lab, go to recipes, and instead of playing around, I'm just going to create something simple like pressure and show you guys how easy it is. So what's the point of creating these? Well, I'll show you. Oh, seems like I don't have enough earth. So we'll create something that doesn't require earth. There we go. And just like that, my elements are now over here. So I showed you guys how to buy the elements, the rigs, and the land. And then I showed you guys how to claim the Aether and how to stake. So let's go back to staking. And if we remembered, I bought those 2 Our Planet items. We are going to go to Our Planet Elements. Wait for it to load up. Here are those 2 items I just bought. We're going to stake them. And just like that, we're done. They're staked. So we are now going to go to shop, go back, go to the land. So what's interesting about Our Planet Land is they have a deal with Uplift. And their deal allows them to spend, what it allows us to do is spend 5 million Aether, and we receive a land in another game. And that game is actually a Minecraft game, or land, or server. And every time people walk on that land, you actually get paid wax and Aether, which is actually really, really awesome. So, and all the lands in the game, as you can see, I have 4 over here for, I don't know what resource that was, Caponium. But 4 Caponium lands, I have 1 Waxon, 3 Reconite, and 1 NFTerium. So all these I'm going to claim right now. Just like that, they're claimed. And then we're going to actually click open the land and see this uplift button. This land has already been uplifted. So these are the coordinates of my land. But this land has not been. So we're going to uplift this land. Prove the transaction. And now this land has been uplifted. So those are the new coordinates of the land, which is really awesome because now can earn passive money in another game, which is really, really cool. So the other thing you can do with these lands, which is really cool, is also upgrade them. But there's a specific way to upgrade these lands. And that way is by looking and seeing how much they actually cost and then trying to match it up with the amount of Aether it will cost. So basically, these, you're using the Aether cost from the elements to upgrade your land. So now if we upgrade, now this land is level 1. So what's the point? Why can't I go higher than the 60,000 or whatever it says? Because that number increases. So you can go higher. However, if you go higher like this, you're actually wasting that extra. That extra doesn't carry over to the next level. See, that extra I lost because I didn't level it up completely. So you guys are probably saying, Tones, what do I do with all this? Like, what's the point? Well, I'm going to bring you guys to the Our Planet calculator. This is my account, and this is my monthly income for Our Planet and my current Our Planet holdings and what I have USD for Our Planet. This is the staking power. So what's awesome about this is I can see my passive income hourly, daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly. And then we can also see that from the land. This is my current holdings. However, if we refresh this page, it'll be updated because you saw me. We spent that Aether, and now I also claimed all this stuff. So I have about $13 in USD in Our Planet tokens. So with this, I can now go to Alcor.exchange, and you go to the Wax mainnet, sign in, click markets, or go to swap, click Aether, and there you go. You can now swap your resources, your in-game resources. You might have to refresh the page. Sometimes it wants to update. So you can now swap your in-game resources for, where's Wax? For Wax. And you can make passive income through this. As soon as the transaction is approved, swap is successful. And now we can do this with the rest of our land, our materials. But some of these materials, obviously, as you can tell, they don't make a lot of wax, especially now that wax is up at 50, 60 cents. So it might be a smarter idea to hold some of these materials or tokens until the price of them go up. So let's refresh this again. There we go. We got it to swap successfully. It's being a pain right now, but we're getting it to work. Wow, that's nothing. 0.4. Yeah, that's also none. Alright, well, that's the end of this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and come back for next time.